live. Hey everybody. So I think at this point we live and we're late. So excuse our tardiness. But we are both new to this. So y'all bear with us. On trying to figure out how to access and use everything.
It took us a minute to even figure out how to go live, so we that new to it. So had to.
But yes, we are happy to be with y'all for the first time starting our podcast. You know, we want to absolutely thank any and everybody who's listening, and you know, people still coming in, and we probably for the first time will be doing more talking than than anything. You know, just kind of laying out what the podcast is about, what you know, who our audience is, and you know, just you know, what our overall ideas of the podcast is about. Y'all, I'm like I said, bear with us. I'm still, you know, fiddling and trying to pull some stuff together. What you doing?
I'm just trying. Just make sure that's showing the same thing, but I can't grant access. We have to do it from your phone or from here. From your phone.
I'm gonna give a few more minutes for anybody who wants to join in, and we still figuring it all out. How we'll be communicating with everybody and allowing people to comment and chime in. More than likely, we'll be giving you know, our viewers an opportunity to come in with us and, you know, just kind of comment and, you know, ask questions and whatever else. So one more thing I'm trying to do. Let me see. I am trying to, okay.
Make it public.
You can do that. You can do that with my phone. Yep, you can do that with my phone. Hi, cousin. How's everybody? Yeah, we trying to make it public now, Risha. Trying to make it public now. I need my book so I can have some type of insight on what I'm talking about. Y'all, I'm really about to kind of just freestyle today. You know, you gotta start somewhere. And so, you know, I wrote some things down, you know, some of my ideas down, but you know, just, you know, until we really get a whole feel for the podcast thing, we just gonna do it how we do it. So the name of our podcast, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, kind of get started. The name of our podcast is The Comfort Zone, right? a place where, and that name came from just thinking about a place where people can come and feel comfortable with topics and statuses that are really not highlighted as they should be. You know, marriage, happy relationships, being close and friends with your partner. These things are not emphasized on like they should be. You know, it's so much negativity. It's so much, you know, just foolishness that is highlighted and emphasized on, that, you know, the good things get overshadowed. So being that we're in a space, being that we're in a space that we can truly just express from experience, you know, just being happy, being in a happy space, being friends with the person that you're in love with. I saw a post on the Shade Room that said, "Is it even possible to be friends with the person that you're in love with, or the person that you're married to?" And then I go in and I start to read the comments. I'm just diving in right now. But I go in and I start to read the comments, and people are legit like clueless, you know, as to how that even works, you know. And, you know, so many negative comments were you know, posted about, you know, the whole idea of being friends with the person that you're married to or in a relationship with, and it was so disheartening. But let me kind of just go over some things, as you know, right off the bat, in regards to you know, our expectations for this podcast. First of all, you know, myself and my husband Will are not therapists. We're not here to give advice.
I am a little bit, but
yeah, okay. We're not here to give advice. We're not here to, you know, we don't have the answers. All we can speak on is what works for us in our marriage, in our household, in our relationship. That's all we can speak on. And so, and our experiences, you know, from what we've been through. And so, you know, that's number one. Number two, I don't know if I said this, but I have to emphasize on this. This is a judgment-free zone. We are not here to judge each other. We ain't here to look down on each other. We're not here to, you know, tear each other down. We're not doing none of that. Number three, this is not the place to come and ridicule and tear down black men. That's not what this is about. We love our black brothers here. We're here to uplift and build our black brothers. This is not tear a brother down central. So if that's, you know, that's not what we're doing here. No question is stupid. If you got a question, put it out there, and let's see, you know, if any of our other viewers might have an answer, or, you know, if me or Will can't put it, you know, our finger on it and you know, give our insight. I'm sure somebody out there will be able to give their perspective and insight and get that question answered. And last but not least, this is a place for mature grown adults. Tiffany, hush your mouth. This is a place for mature, grown folks, you know. So if you not ready to hear, you know, some of the topics or comments, or, you know, of course it'll be tasteful and respectful at all times, but we grown. So some topics may be, you know, in depth, you know, and you know, like I said, we're gonna always be respectful and you know, keep our older viewers and, you know, people in mind. But this is a space for us to be able to express ourselves and, you know, just put it out there, put it on the floor. Let's talk about it. I, for one, I'm not scared to touch any topic. I've been waiting for so long to be able to do this. I think I'm the love guru. So this is right up my alley. I love being able to talk about relationships and love, and, you know, how and why the opposite sex views one person to another in the way that they do. So, you know, and then y'all get to get the perspective of a man and a woman, you know. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun. So first, so at this point, do you have anything you want to put out there right now?
Yeah, just to piggyback on everything. Since Tisha and I've been married, my views on a lot of things, especially relationships, have changed drastically. Being in a space where going through different relationships and relationships that just didn't work out, to be able to meet somebody that you can click with and vibe with on all levels didn't seem possible to me. I was almost to a point to where I was giving up on love in general, and then you know, Tisha comes into my life, and it just gave me a different perspective on a lot of things, you know. And I've learned a lot over the years, and to me, it's cool to be able to sit down and talk to and speak to my best friend on different topics, and just to be transparent, without filter, without judgment, you know. As Tisha and I were getting to know each other better, you know, I would always say to her that, you know, I can put my friend hat on at this point, and you can talk to me without feeling away, without feeling like you have to hold anything back or feeling like I would be offended by anything. So it just made it easier for us to talk to each other, and we've taken that concept and just held on to it, and it's been working really well for us, you know. So having those types of experiences and talking through things that we've both been through gave her the idea to want to get on and share with other people, and just see, especially with us seeing so much negativity when it comes to marriage and relationships, and how Black people are so quick to tear each other down instead of building each other up. You know, we just kind of want to do our part to be able to share our experience and our relationship, and just to be in a position to allow people to see that it is possible to love and to pour your all into a situation and make it what you want it to be, and not live up to and conform to stereotypical norms, you know.
Okay, all right. So there's that's a portion of, y'all. It's so much. This is I'm excited. This is gonna be awesome. Hi, Shantae. And yes, Auntie, Black women as well. We're not here to tear anybody down. Black women, Black men, but, you know, our Black brothers get it worse than the sisters, you know, for the most part. It's always, you know, some reason why a man is being, for the slightest thing sometimes, you know. Of course we all do better, for male and female. But the brothers tend to catch it more. Hey Frito, how you doing, cuz? The brothers tend to catch it more. So I'm emphasizing specifically, on that for a reason. So y'all, here's the deal. Like I said, today, it's kind of open. It's open topic. So let's have some fun. Y'all chime in. What is it? For me, like I said, my biggest thing, was, the highlight for me, that the thing that made me want to just jump out there and be heard and start a podcast was the fact that I want to make it clear that it's okay to be in love. It's okay. Marriage is beautiful. Marriage is honorable in God's sight, first and foremost. And it's like the moment you bring up that topic, it's a whole different vibe in the room, and it's not good, And so I just felt like, me and Will, we display some things on Facebook, but for the most part, we're private people. We keep our business to ourselves, in our household. But hi Tony, hi cousin. But it's time for us to speak out about what we're experiencing, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Hi Rose, hey Destiny, hi Ree, hey Midget, hi everybody. Marriage is a beautiful thing, and I'm so tired of it being a taboo, mundane topic. No, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's what you make it, and I feel like those of us who are in these happy spaces, we need to step up and speak out more, and let people know. You got people getting engaged. You got people who are considering, proposing. You just don't know. And it could be that one bit of encouragement, that will give them the boost that they need, to go ahead and pop that question, or vice versa, for that woman to say yes. It's a scary place to be. It is. It's hard work, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. We got topics that we got, again, topics that and statuses that we're afraid to give ourselves because of the societal norms, because of the definition that the world has given. One is a power couple. My question to y'all is, what is a power couple to y'all? What defines a power couple? This is my question. I want to hear what y'all thought, what y'all definitions of a power couple is, and then I'll give y'all my views and insight on what a power couple is. That's one of the first things I wanted to discuss. Also, if y'all have been in spaces where y'all understand the podcast and the whole flow of it, give us some insight. We're open for advice and insight on what y'all think would make this this space, a fun, comfortable space to run to. When you hear the comfort zone is about to have an episode, I want people to be waiting and ready, just like y'all do when y'all be binge watching these shows. That's what I want. I want this space to be a space where people are raring and waiting, for the next episode. So give us some feedback, give us some insight on, on what y'all, think would help make this a more exciting, fun place. I got some things that I I have in store for us, but I also want to know what the people want, what y'all want, what y'all looking forward to, what y'all want to hear and see in regards to this space. Did anybody answer that question? Has anybody answered? So I see Destiny says to me, it's a couple handling their business together, making shit happen. Things happen. Excuse me, Barbara. Making things happen. Okay, Destiny. That's definitely a part of it. That's definitely a necessary. Those are necessary factors in being a power couple. I'm one for breaking things down. I'm one for breaking things down. Let's dissect it. And understand. What we have before is a power couple. What comes to mind when you hear power couple? And then, hi cousin, my cousin Tony. She says marriage is an absolute beautiful thing. I need to put my glasses on. She said I've been married for almost 10 years, and it is not easy. Yes, ma'am. She said, but it is what you make it. She said, me and Nate has always been referenced as a power couple. She said, I believe people gave us that title because of our business we have and the support we have for each other. Absolutely. She said, not just on the business, but our faith relationship is strong. She says, and that in itself is powerful. She said, we have work to do to get better, but we're not stopping. You are absolutely, from my perspective, and my view, on my views on the power couple, you are absolutely correct, Tony. That is, those are all important components to, fit in the bill as a power couple. And then, hey Barber, Auntie Barb says, a power couple to me is if they collectively put God first. Honey, you better say it. She said their marriage, their children, building together and being great examples to their children, friends and family. Oh yeah, y'all on point tonight.
And it's good to hear these responses too, because that's one of the things that we discussed with just hearing that's another one of those stereotypical norms that people place on the term power couple, where you automatically, or most people will imply that a power couple has something to do with your finances and your social status and how popular somebody can be, and if the two people that's in the couple making a bunch, it takes somebody to be celebrities or make a bunch of money to be classified as a power couple, and that's far from the reality of what a power couple is and how it should be viewed. Not shouldn't have money. Money's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's not the thing that puts that establishes a couple as a power couple. With so many other elements to being a power couple, and you all are hitting on them hard already.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So for me, I already had my own views of a power couple, and I'm so I feel like with the day and time we living in, when the world says yay, I say nay. That I don't want. I don't want to fit in any way, shape, form, or fashion into the world's definition of things. You know, I have always skipped to my own drumbeat. You know, and I never had to. I was not one of those children that my mother had to say, well, if just because everybody else doing it, that means you gonna do it. If they go jump off the cliff, you gonna do it too. I didn't have to worry. That was not a lecture that I had to get. Out of all the lectures that I had to have, that was not one of them. So with that being said, I did do some, a little research in regards to, what basically the definition of a power couple is. And some of the things that I some of the things that I seen, it made sense. It made absolute sense. And so one of the things that stood out to me was prioritizing each other's everyday, life. If y'all not in sync, if y'all not on one accord, if y'all not on the same page, that eliminates the couple thing right there. You have to be in sync with your significant other. You got to be in sync with your mate. Another thing that stood out to me was your health. Health is wealth. If you sick, half dead, and your body's falling apart, where's the power in that? We live in a world where people are so superficial. It's all about the tangible. It's all about, the right now. It's all about what you can show people, and that's what I love about the space that I'm in with my husband. And it's humbling, actually. It's those things that this is our space. This is our intimate space. This is our business, the world don't gotta know. We don't need to put that on display. We don't have to it's not for everybody, to know. And it's those things in reference to being a power couple that mean the most to me. Those other things will follow. When you in sync with your significant other, when y'all on the same page, when y'all know what y'all both want, when y'all have goals set together, when y'all, it's what marriage is all about. That unity. When you have those things in line, everything else will fall into place. Everything else will fall into place. Another thing is, this is the good stuff right here. Speaking each other's love language. The one thing that I'm big on, being each other's best friend. People use that so loosely. They use that so loosely, and people don't even really have a clue what it is to be friends with the person that you love. That's something that's established right away. You establish that from the gate. That friendship, getting to know each other, being able to talk and confide. That's where the communication, that's where the trust, that's where, all the important factors, that people get into the relationship and start losing their grip because they didn't establish that. Going through the phones and, listening to foolishness about where somebody saw your significant other at. And, this is where all of those things, the toxic part, is able to come in and overwhelm the relationship because you didn't establish the necessary foundation from the beginning, And so you can have all the money in the world. You can be the most popular. You can fit the bill of the world's idea of a power couple and still be in the most toxic space, unhappy space ever. So, I for me, there are elements and components that I saw looking through certain, different researching and looking through certain things. There are components and elements that I saw that stood out to me that were important, but for the most part, what was it? For the most part, it's how it's your own definition. You define, what makes you and your significant other powerful. And like Barbara said, having God in first and foremost, that's the most important element. Having God, and keeping Him first. And if you don't think that's a fact, wait till the honeymoon phase is over. Some people don't even make it through that. Wait till that honeymoon phase is over. And you in that space where it's still with you. You still could see me and my husband both have been married before. We both we both have experience in history in marriage. So we're not just speaking from this newlywed blissful stage. We've been on the other end of the spectrum, and so trust me when I tell you, it's gonna take God to get you through some of those spaces where that whole fresh new thing is done subsided and died down. Now what? And that's where the work comes in, and your faith and sacrificing and all of those things again that were supposed to be established from the gate, right from the jump. Those things were supposed to be established, and so again, you absolutely have to know what it is you want out of your relationship, and y'all have to work together. It's a non-stop, never-ending, ongoing exchange, and y'all have to work at it.
And one of the cool things about our situation and our marriage is that we started putting in that work. We started putting in that work while still being in that phase of newness and bliss and everything, and actually still in that phase. It still feels brand new to me. It still feels fresh, and I still get giddy. I'm still excited. The stuff that usually burn out after a few months of getting to know somebody. You get you need time away or space away, and I haven't had that sensation yet, and that was another thing that kind of put me in a space where I knew that I was happy, you know, with the decision that I made to marry this woman, you know.
Hey Tawana. So, it seems like everybody is just in a space where I guess y'all just trying to feel us out. Chime in, talk, say something, y'all. Even for y'all who would like to put your own 2 cents in, y'all can be added to the live, and you know we'll go for about another 30 minutes or so, and you know, and then we'll probably go ahead and end it, you know, and that's probably when everybody's gonna want to be nosy and come in and look and see, you know, what's what at that point, instead of, you know, experiencing the live and you know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's another thing y'all will see. I'm a very outspoken person, respectfully, but I'm a very outspoken person. Like I said, you know, the topics that we're emphasizing on, it ain't about twerking. It ain't about being toxic and negative and messy. So it's gonna take some time for our audience to, you know, build up, and that's okay, because we gonna go with the flow. If we just sitting here talking to ourselves or talking to each other, we gonna the show going on.
We have some other elements that we're gonna add to it. You know, I want to get to a point to where, you know, we showing off some of the I love cooking, you know, so we'll have some elements to where we'll be in the kitchen, you know, or we'll be trying different dishes and different things that we've heard, and then sharing some of our experience of our transition down here to San Antonio. I mean, we still getting 70, 80 degree weather to all of our Detroit, and bugs clearly still flying around. But it's, you know, it's been fun. It's been a fun transition. We want to, especially with us being away from everybody, this is another forum for us to be able to reconnect and you know, be more in touch with our family and friends back home.
I'm sorry, honey.
You know?
Hey, Marlene.
And then we still learning all these formats and everything too. So people are chiming in that we can't even see. So, you know, we'll take some time to really buckle this thing down and get a better understanding of everything that's going on, and you know, maybe even have it set up to where we can have the videos, share the videos with everybody, and other people can join in with the videos as well.
Yeah. Different days will open up for different topics. We won't just always be in front of the camera talking. There's so much more to us, you know, and the more, you know, y'all chime in and you know, tap in, the more y'all will see. But again, I'm not here to convince anybody. If everybody is welcome, and I mean, come on in the room or watch from afar.
Or plan y'all visit to come down to San Antonio and hang out with us. that part too.
Let's see. Barbara says it's a lot of give and take. Yes, ma'am. Be forgiving. Don't hold grudges with each other. Forgive quickly and be willing be willing to be the first to say you're sorry and mean it. Woo, Barbara. Hold on now, sis. I don't know about all that, girl. So, what if you're not the offender? I mean, I guess that goes without saying, you know. I guess that goes without saying. But sometimes, in all honesty, you know, and this is why we need some seasoned, you know, people in good spaces, right? Good, healthy marriages, or people that have been divorced and are in positive spaces, you know, to come in and share and give some insight, because Earl said this to us, you know, don't ever go to bed mad. Shout out to Earl. He said don't ever go to bed mad. That was a piece of advice that he gave us. And you know, I didn't realize how important that was until a month or so ago, where my husband had a near-death experience, you know, and it really made me view as if I can love this man anymore. It really made me view life, my marriage, and you know, just your loved ones, you know, made me view things in a completely different light, you know. Like, I've never in my life experienced anything of that magnitude. You see the person that, you know, you vowed to spend the rest of your life with in a space that you don't know if they're gonna make it, you know. And it I'm telling you, right, I'm still traumatized. I'm still not, you know, I just don't, it's but God, that's all I can say, you know. But it made me view and appreciate I'm talking about literally every second. It made me view every second of life in a different, you know, perspective. I appreciate it, you know. I'm telling you, it's something that you can't explain. It's no way to you know. And so I get it, right? Me working in the healthcare field and seeing these older couples. You have one pass away, and then a couple of weeks later, there goes the other one, right? Because of that bond, that connection they had. The one thing that I love the most in this world, the person that I lay down with and wake up to every morning. Y'all know each other's routines inside and out. I mean, you know, I have been married 3 times. This is my 3rd time. And when I tell you, I've never experienced love in this way. I've never, you know, and so my whole perspective on being in love, and sharing that space with someone is completely different. I was about to say something that was very important. When you question what you've been feeling and doing your whole life when it comes to love and relationships, because somebody has made such an impact on your heart and your views on love and life, you know. I'm going to definitely have a full on podcast about what love is to people, because I feel like people don't have a clue what love is. What is love to you? What defines love? And I want to hear people's perspectives. Like, this is a space to we gonna talk about it. Let's put it out there. I'm telling you, I'm absolutely intrigued. By I should have been a therapist or a counselor, because I'm completely intrigued by people's views and perspective. But it's specific. It's specific to relationships and love and the male, female, views on the opposite sex. Okay. Shay says, what I have learned is that communication is so key. She said the younger, that's in marriage, she emphasizes on. She said, where am I? She said, go ahead. Go ahead. Because,
Right. She says, the younger in marriage. The younger me couldn't understand why my husband couldn't know what I feel without me actually saying. Silly, right? We have both grown. We have those difficult conversations and just talk things out much better. Mm-hmm. It's a respect level and knowing each other, love language.
Ooh, yes.
And guess what? I had to learn. I am not always right. Oh, thank you, Jesus, for growth. Yeah, that's.
Yes, cause I don't know if I've come to that conclusion yet. I don't know if I've come to that conclusion yet, Tony. But it, and you know what? Before I forget, the love language. We have to have a whole, episode about that too in itself. Just the love language in itself. That's another thing that people are not familiar with and don't understand. What is your and your spouse's love language? What is it that puts y'all in that space, that y'all go on that journey together, that when y'all there, ain't nobody there but the two of y'all. What is that? What is that language? What is, and does your partner know? Does your partner know? That's another thing. I would love to have, some, and I'm not leaving anybody out, relationships. Don't have to be specific to marriage. Relationships. I want to get some couples on here, and I want to play the game where you have to answer certain questions about your spouse, and we'll be doing some giveaways. I love, I'm big on stuff like that too. We'll be doing some giveaways and some fun stuff in regards to what am I trying to say? Basically, rewarding people for their participation. Thank you, honey. Rewarding people for their participation, and it ain't gonna be no cheesy little, cheap stuff. We're gonna give away some good stuff. But it's again, we are. She said that's wonderful. I'm so happy you have found real love in each other. Yes, thank you, cousin. And like seriously, it's unlike nothing I've ever experienced. I promise you, it this is nothing but God, all over it, up and through. And you know when you know, and people say that about men. When the man knows, he knows. Trust me, when I tell you, from a woman's perspective, when you know God has sent you the one, you know God has sent you the one. Especially when you've been through it from both, spectrum. When you've been on both ends of, of this, receiving end, when it comes to, the negative, the bad, and now being on, being in a whole, the total opposite space, having a man love you the way that you're supposed to be loved. I think a lot of times as we don't even recognize, because we're so used to settling, or not just or you can't miss what you've never had, right? Just not receiving it, just not receiving it, to the point where when you're getting it, it's almost like, is it real? You question it, instead of just embracing it. So I'm in a space where I've just learned to accept and embrace, the man that God has given me. The way that he loves me and handles me is, Lord Jesus. I'm humble. This is not to brag or to boast. This is just to give some insight, and it's possible. It's a real thing. There are good men, out here who want to love you. We have to get out of our own way, and these strong black women type. It's okay to be strong. It's okay to be, to do what you have to do as a woman, and because it's all we know sometimes, right? But when God has put a man in your life, we have to know how to step back and let that man be a man. Let him love you. Let him be the head of that household. We all have a position. I'm old school when it comes to that. We all have a position. Doesn't mean that he can't wash dishes, and I can't take out some trash. That just means that man is the man. Let him be the man. Another thing we have an issue with is that word, being submissive. It's okay to submit to your husband, a good man. Of course, we're not talking about somebody who's sitting on the couch playing video games all day and, waiting for you to make the next move as far as taking care of the bills and responsibility. We're talking about a provider. We're talking about a man who knows his role in the household. We're talking about that man that you ain't got to worry about putting gas in your car and taking care of certain things, because he's done did those things already. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I submit to my husband? Why? And so when we know our roles, and I'm just kind of surface touching certain things, not really in depth, but we're going to get down and we're going to get in depth with, all of these things. This was just, like I said, our first night, our first episode, and we just kind of wanted to, give y'all a feel for what we're about and what this whole podcast is based around, and what it's about. Y'all will get to see some more in-depth things in regards to me and Will. He loves to cook. He loves to grill. He knows his way around that kitchen. He loves to dance.
I'm gonna take y'all to dance class with us. That'll be fun.
And he's very good at both. And so we want to kind of podcast and blog eventually, and let y'all into our space somewhat, just a little bit, to let people see, let our hair down and let people see what. And this is our choice and our and you know, this is what we want to do. That's why I said this space is for mature adults. If it's boring, if it ain't what you want to hear, if it ain't enough hoorah, and if it ain't enough foolishness going on, then you gotta go to somebody else's page and you know. We're lively, fun, active people, but we are drama free. We are positive, and you know, we are not hanging from the chandeliers and climbing the walls. That's not what this is about. Y'all gonna probably get more, you know, sassiness out of me, and you know, I'll probably be the spark to you know of the page, but you know it's all in fun and positivity, and you know.
I'll get on here and cut up.
Hey, cuz. Hey, Jamal. Life is good, cuz. Life is good. And like I said, this is a space for positivity. Happy. You don't have to be in a relationship to be happy. You know, you don't have to be in a relationship to come and check us out. You don't. It's just, you know, this is what our podcast is based on and revolving around. You know, and so we welcome all, and just as we welcome all, I will block somebody just that much faster, because we're not doing messy, we're not doing negative, and we're not doing disrespectful, you know. And so these are things I want to establish right away, you know. I promise y'all. Y'all are in for a treat. I promise you, y'all are in for a treat. You know, just stick around. Y'all will see. Y'all in for a treat. Is there anything you would like to say, honey?
I'm really looking forward to getting more in detail about love languages and things like that. One thing that I've learned with my relationship with Tisha is that there were things about my love language that I never knew existed. Like I'm being treated in a way and loved in a way that I've never been loved before. I've never been treated before. So there was no expectation of it. There was no way for me to know that, you know, that was pretty much what I needed in my life, for me to change, for me to thrive, for me to break out of my shell, for me to be more comfortable and confident in myself. Just learning that from previous relationships, people tend to mishandle you in ways that's not even your fault sometimes, you know. People just used to acting a certain way and used to treating people a certain way. So, I mean, if that's what you accept and that's what you settle for, then that's what you get out of a relationship, you know. Mm-hmm. So with me making a decision in my last relationship to pull out of it quick, because it was too much disrespect, too much belittling. Like this woman wasn't in any way, shape, or form trying to build me up, and not even understanding that I was already in the space of depression and things like that. And then as I started actually seeing a therapist around the time that I met Tisha, and it was almost as if the therapist sent her my way because I was questioning them. Were they communicating with each other? 'Cause a lot of the things that Tisha was saying to me were the same thing that my counselor was saying to me, and I was confused about it all, but it all made sense. It just gave me a whole new perspective on life, and I was always the type of person that would tell myself that I don't require much, I don't ask for much, I'm easygoing, I don't, and there were things that I needed in my life and ways that I needed to be treated that I never realized that I needed until somebody started treating me that way. So that's something that I'm thankful and happy about.
Yeah, we're getting deep, y'all. So, y'all know people like to talk, and everybody know everybody. But I mean, it is what it is. We both we both come from some pretty traumatic experiences, in regards to the past relationships, and when we came into our current space, we were both damaged, even me more than I even realized, and it's sad, and you kind of we can be our own worst critics sometimes, looking back and saying, what was I thinking, but we can't live our lives, with regret. We gotta, keep it pushing and, take it in stride, it is what it is. I learned this, that, and whatever from it, and this is that'll never happen again. This is the space I'm in now. We both tease each other at this point about how spoiled we have each other.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, to the point where I don't even. It's nothing nobody else could do for me in another relationship. Nothing. My husband has me completely ruined, at this point, and vice versa, and it's a beautiful thing. To touch on the whole friendship thing, before we get out of here, and I always want to end. We'll always end with a positive. I'm sorry, babe. What happened?
No, just Auntie Vi brought up another topic that we need to.
Okay.
Generational wealth building is definitely a topic that we've been doing a lot of research and learning a lot of things that we want to run by you all to see. Are you all familiar with a lot of these terms and a lot of these concepts that wealthy people use that's accessible to everybody, Mm-hmm. So that's definitely going to be a topic that we're going to bring in.
And y'all, like I said, don't be afraid to request to join the live and give y'all views, and let's have fun. This is a fun space, mature and deep at some points, but fun. You guys could absolutely, if you have some insight or perspective on anything that we're saying, request to join. We let us come put it on the floor. One of the things that I did write down as I was writing my notes, one look at this girl. One thing that I did write down was, if it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. You don't have to, you don't have to respond, comment, or take personal everything. If you're not married, you're not married. If you're not in a relationship, you're not in a relationship. So, that's fine. It's happy people who are single. There are happy people who are single, and really ain't trying to give that up for nothing in the world right now. I'm good. I'm cooling, and that's I feel like that's an issue for a lot of us Black women. We scared to be single. We so scared to be alone when, in all actuality, being able to be in a space by yourself and reflect and embrace and love the skin you're in and the space you're in is a part of self-care. That's a part of self-care. Getting to know yourself, loving yourself. How can you give to anybody else if you don't have nothing? You nothing nothing within you. You can't recognize what you need and when you're on E, and how do you give and fulfill the opposite sex when how do you build your standards? How do you know what you need? How can you tell that man what it is you're looking for in a significant other? How do you do those things when you haven't given yourself an opportunity to get to know yourself? That's a part of self-care, and that's a big percentage of where we, and I'm speaking from experience. I got married when I was 18 years old, and my life has been consistent. I've been consistently in and out of relationships that whole time, 5 children, all by the same person, my first marriage. But I've never taken the time out to just be in a space by myself, and so this is something I'm speaking from experience. I know for a fact, because I've been there, we need that. We need that time. It's okay, and so, I hear people, most times it's very rare you hear somebody who's single embrace that. They're always looking. Ladies, again, here's some more perspective of mine. That's not what a woman should be doing. A woman shouldn't be looking for a man. No woman should be looking for a man. The Bible says a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So what are you doing, sis? That's your time to be, getting to know you. That's right, preparing yourself. And so, I was about to say, so okay, bringing it all to a close, guys. We want to end every episode with either an affirmation or a positive quote. And so I'm going to give the first positive quote. I'm not sure if Will wants to put some.
You didn't tell me about that part. I'm not ready.
Sorry, honey. But yeah, so So my positive quote is, we come to love not by finding a perfect person, but by learning, to see an imperfect person perfectly. Y'all hear that? Let me say that again for those of you who didn't hear me. We come to love not by finding a perfect person. Because why you looking for somebody perfect and you not perfect? We come to love not by finding a perfect person, but by learning to see an imperfect person perfectly. Right? So, hi Reese, hi Lynn. It's about being able to, and this is again, because it ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody, right? So when you know that this person is for you, right? You know this person is for you. You know that when I lay down, he the last thing I think about. When I wake up, he the first thing on my mind, right? You know that you're his priority and he's yours. It ain't because he's perfect. It's because everything else outweighs the imperfections. Everything outweighs the bad. You know, I'm not emphasizing on your flaws and you know your downfalls. If there's something that we can do collectively to you know make better of those things, let's work together. That's where sacrifice comes into play. But I'm not here to shine the light on what you're not doing right, because the things that you do right, they send me. You ever just look at somebody and be like, I love you. I love you. Woo, Jesus, I love you.
We say we're not going to share too much.
Boy, I love you. My God. Mm-hmm. Listen, y'all. Listen. I love this man.
She says she's trying to get in. She says she can't see. Send her a request.
Y'all excuse my funny faces. But because excuse my, these braces be having my face all tied up sometimes. Tell her to hold on, please, honey. Tell Taya to relax. She says, Barbara said, put God first and trust him with all of your heart. Yes, that's key. Reese says, nobody's perfect and someone is perfect. The fresh air. Thank you, cause you know, and that's it. That's what it's all about. We just want to, you know, make it okay. Make it, you know, what should I say, babe? There you go. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Normalize being in love. You know, it's okay. It's okay, even if you're not there yet and you want that. It's okay. That's you know, that's the mindset you're supposed to have. You know, you don't have to downplay being a hopeless romantic or being the type of person that loves seeing. I love seeing people in love. I love seeing people happy. I shout out to all the happy couples, be it married or, I love it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know, and I'm all for it. Cause I know I'm in love, and I'm not gonna let nothing or nobody no type of negativity, or the fact that people are Grinches when it comes to love and relationships. I'm not gonna let that stop me from displaying public affection to and for my husband. I have the right. And if you don't want to see it, look somewhere else. And it's always a way to be tasteful and respectful about everything you do. Don't worry about that part. Trust me, we got that. But if you don't like to see somebody hug and hold your hands and showing affection and I might pop out and out the blue and just post something lovey-dovey on, because that's the space I'm in. That's what I'm feeling in that moment. It's okay. Again, if that's not what you want to see, then I don't know what to tell you. But okay, guys. I want to thank each and every person that tapped in and came to kick it with us and see what T Will got in store. Like I said, it's so much more. We got so much more in store for y'all. It's also an opportunity for y'all to chime in and put y'all thoughts and views and perspectives out here. It's going to really it's just going to open up more and more. It's going to open up more and more. What request? Taya, what request? What request? I don't even see a request. What request? Taya has something to say. Taya, where's the request? Ask her where's the request.
She's going to need to send her a request.
I don't even know how.
I didn't see it either.
I don't even know how. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my goodness. Children. But yeah, y'all, we have so much in store that we want to share with y'all, and again, we want to hear what y'all thoughts are, and give us some topics, and give us some things that y'all want to hear us talk about, and some things that y'all want to see us do, because like I said, we want to share our experience here also in San Antonio with y'all. We've met some amazing new friends,
we need to do a set at Lynn and Johnny's backyard. You coming, Lynn? Tell Johnny be ready.
Right. Y'all will get an opportunity to see Will, who is a quiet storm. Y'all will get a chance to see him show off his skills and his dance skills and move, and also in the kitchen. We're gonna get in the kitchen, and just give y'all a little view of what a happily married couple looks like. And this ain't reality TV. This ain't for fake. This is all real. So y'all might hear me fuss sometimes, and it's all real. We're not pretending. It ain't scripted. This is just us, and we decided collectively that we wanna, kind of let y'all in, let our friends and family in to our space, and kind of get a glimpse of what this newlywed married life is about. So I was trying to. I'm stalling, y'all. I'm stalling. I was trying to see Taya, my oldest daughter. She's trying to nosy little girl. She's trying to get into this podcast for some reason. I'm not sure what it is she wants. But again, we're about to go ahead on and wrap it up, y'all. Again, thank y'all for taking out time to come and hang out with us, and we look forward to chatting with y'all again. Love you guys. Where are these angry faces coming from? Huh? Where those angry faces coming from? See?
I can't see
Y'all, what it? Oh, it's my. Why you decide tonight? Okay, guys, but yeah, we love y'all, and feel free to inbox any ideas or anything. Y'all know, y'all see me dragging along to end it. I really, I'm enjoying myself. So I really wasn't, really, pushing myself to end it. But we love y'all, and y'all be safe out there, and we'll see y'all the next episode of Comfort Zone.
God bless.